へえ、そいつは素敵じゃないかよ。
That sounds wonderful. Alright, guys, welcome back to some more Umineko when they cry. Now, um, I've had some talk with some of you guys. You've given me feedback, which by the way, thank you guys so much. I have asked for feedback. Um, you guys actually won't be seeing this for a couple days from me recording this, so who knows? But so I've gotten some feedback basically after the school. I uploaded the school cultural festival video, with Jessica and Conan and stuff. First things first, I'm very embarrassed I didn't get the joke with that one between Conan and Jessica. Whatever, I shouldn't go on it, but whatever. Now, regarding the school cultural festival, I got some feedback, and that's because when Jessica started, doing the song thing, right? She started singing. She was singing this song where she was going sweet, 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 and I really liked the song. That was a great song. But I got a comment there from someone. I'm not gonna mention who, in case they don't want their name, publicized. So I won't say who. But they basically mentioned, hey, by the way, that that the song was changed from the original version. And it was supposed to be a Toho song. I don't know much about Toho, but I have heard of it. It's like a game where I'm not really sure, but there's a lot of I think there's a lot of music going on there, a lot of songs and a lot of stuff like that. And it was supposed to be a different song that was playing originally. It was supposed to be a different song where it was Petan Petan. I listened to the song afterwards, by the way, after the comment. And it was really nice. It was really cute. It was like Jessica was going pet down, to pet down. It was great, and we got a different version. Personally, I didn't mind it that much. However, in this other version, when I went back and watched the original version, there was references to Higurashi on there, right? There was sacrifices, the curse, Oashiro-sama's curse, from Higurashi. And all that. There was that reference made. Clearly, the creator or the writer wanted to know that the other work that he's done with that one. And yeah, we kind of missed out on that because we went with this. The people who made this version of the visual novel, just because of licensing issues, I think, or copyright or something, went with another song, which I really liked the other song, by the way. I really liked the sweet, it was, the pop rock, style. I really like that. I actually like both songs equally, I want to say. They were both really good. Both, I'm probably going to listen to both several times over. So I really like both personally. But, another topic came up regarding that, because of that actually, I was already debating before this comment, because another comment actually told me about it, and then, well, I'll get into that in a second, but these two comments basically told me that I'm playing this version that I'm playing is called Umineko Project, apparently. I didn't even know there were different, by the way, I did not even know there were different versions. I just want to say this right now, okay? My friend told me, alright, get this, right? Buy this. Get this project version, and yeah, and he showed me how, and I did it, and that's how I've been reading this visual novel. So I've basically just completely trusted my friend on this one, right? And he did not tell me anything about other version or stuff like that. He just said, yeah, he said that there's lip sync on this, but he said that it doesn't really look that good. The lip sync doesn't mesh that well, and I was like, okay, I'll make sure that's off. I'll turn it off. So you guys probably haven't seen the characters talking, right? Because I turned lip sync off, or you haven't seen their lips moving, which is fine. We don't need that extra effect. Besides, there's also the rain effect, which you guys have seen. I would love to be able to turn it off. I've tried to go to the config. There's multiple times I've tried to go into the config and see if there is a rain effect that I can turn off, but there's no such thing. That's just, yeah. And I think that is the primary source of the lag. Now, what does this have to do with anything? Well, the thing is, there's different versions, right? And among the different versions, there's this version called 7th mod that have been recommended by people who've been watching the series along with me as I've been reading it, and these people have already read the whole thing, by the way. The aforementioned people, and yeah, they told me that 7th mod is apparently. I also asked my friend about it, so this is where it gets. This is where I get conflicted, right? So here's what I got from the comments and from my friend together. The 7th mod version is basically the original translation, right? That is the original translation of the visual novel, and the music hasn't changed and it's the same, right? This Umineko project version that I'm reading, that I'm using, is basically just another version done by some other people, so I think it has its own translation. But according to my friend, the translation is still solid, although it does miss the references like I just mentioned earlier about Higurashi and little stuff like that. He said that he read using this version and it was perfectly fine and he loved it. So he said you should be fine with this one. Because I asked him about it, right? However, it would be nice to get some hints, you know, or little references from Higurashi, but it's not a complete game changer for me, right? Is what I'm saying. So here's what I was thinking, right? And this is actually what I'm probably gonna do. But I have also well, this discussion is probably gonna continue on in the comments. But yeah, according to the two feedbacks, 7th mod is preferred, and it also doesn't have the rain effect, which I think at least is pretty much is the one that's causing the frame issues, right? Now, so my plan was, this was my plan. My plan was to try and get this other version if I can, and since I already have this version, I want to be able to download the other version as a mod, hopefully, right, as an addition type thing, rather than get that one too, because I don't think I'll be able to afford it as I am right now, unfortunately. So definitely want to support the series though, right? So my current plan is I'll have a holiday, which is why I'm pre-recording these for a bit. So I'm gonna be going on about a week holiday-ish, so you guys won't be getting Umineko videos for a week-ish. Depends on how many I managed to pre-record, but probably not that many, right? So it's gonna be about a week without Umineko videos. But the thing is, during this break, I'll try to get I'll try my best to get this other version, the 7th mod version apparently, or 07th, however you're supposed to say that. And I'll check the recording and see if the frame rate issues are any better. Because according to the website itself, the 7th mod website, it actually could use on lower end laptops like the one I'm using. It uses a lot of CPU and GPU. So it might actually make the recording worse, is what I'm scared of here. Than this version. Ironically enough, even with the rain, it could make it worse. Because that's really the biggest issue, right? Because, of course, it's only the recording that's bad, right? Because the recording has to actually process what I'm seeing. So, for me, the visual novel looks fine, right? The frame rate is fine. Even when it's raining, it's completely fine, right? But it's only when it's on recording that. So for you guys, it's bad. You know, of course, I'm not gonna be here and be like, I don't care about you guys. Nah, of course, I wanna try my best to make the videos look as good as possible. So, if I can fix the frame issue with this 7th mod version, and also get the original translation and everything, that's a fantastic bonus. I think I'll just stick with that. I think I'll just basically kick this out of the field and just continue with 7th mod, right? So I'm gonna try. I'm going to try. And thank you guys for the feedback, by the way. I really appreciate feedback that I've been given here regarding this. Worst case scenario, getting 7th mod doesn't work out, right? I'm not able to to set it up to make it work, and I'll have to keep reading using this, which aren't the original translations, and also it's going to have some frame rate issues. So that's the worst case scenario. And lastly, and yeah, I mean, to get Higurashi references and stuff, I'm basically gonna have to depend on you guys. That is the worst case scenario, right? Or not just Higurashi references, but other little hints and stuff that may not be in this version that is in the original version. Alright, so yeah. I'm using Umineko project, by the way. I've learned that recently. I didn't even know that. so yeah, I was getting comments saying, you're probably using Umineko project, right? And I was there. I think so. I think you're probably right. I'm not fully sure myself, actually. But now I am. So yeah. For now, I'm gonna keep reading. Before the break, before I take my break, I'll keep reading using this version as much as possible. And then, when the break comes, I'll try to get 7th mod to work. Best case scenario, 7th mod works, frame rate issues are gone. I need to get back to this spot. I also need to make a save file for the Tsuru Pettan bit, the song with Jessica. And apparently I think I need to make another save file for right before the end of the tea party, because I think it's a bit different in the other version, those two scenes. And then we'll continue right off from wherever I finish these pre-recordings. That is best case scenario. I'm neither feeling optimistic or pessimistic here. Okay, all right. I mean, what I mean by that is because you know I really want 7th mod to work and for it to run well and yeah, for everything to work out. But I'm not fully optimistic on that because of the things I mentioned earlier. So there's that. And then but I'm not fully pessimistic either, right? I don't think, you know, I think it's a possibility that the frame rate issues stay, for example, but that I get 7th mod to work. Which at that point, it depends on you guys what you want. If the frame rate issues are the same, I'll be testing it, by the way. I'll be testing 7th mod and recording on 7th mod. I guess on episode 1, right? I'll check out episode 1 using 7th mod, and I'll try different bits with rain and without rain. Check out different recording stuff, for you guys basically, and then I can I'll see what I'll do after that. But that is if I get 7th mod to work. So I'm optimistic of this much. I am optimistic that maybe I should be able to get 7th mod to work. Hopefully, I'll try my best. All right, because it's a teamwork. It's teamwork here, okay? You guys give me the feedback, and I'll try to incorporate it. So I'll try to get the 7th mod to work. If it does work, but the frame issues stay, then I'll have you guys decide between original translation or what we've been doing so far. That honestly, I think has been working well, other than, like I said, the little misses in reference that I've been having, and the change in music without the reference, which I don't think is the biggest deal ever. I can actually live with Tsuru Pettan being changed to the sweet song. I can live with that. And I can live with some, let's say there's other musical performances in this visual novel. I don't know. Let's say Jessica sings again. I can live with Jessica singing again using an altered version of the song. I can actually live with that. And without Higurashi references. You know, it wouldn't be too bad. It would suck. But I can live with that. Right? So again, this is the worst case scenario. That I have to live with that, and you guys will have to tell me what I'm missing out on. And then I'll have to cry basically because I'm missing out on it. Nah, that's a joke, of course. The crying part was a joke. But yeah, which, by the way, to begin with, the fact that you guys are telling me what I'm missing, what I could be missing out on, or stuff like that. Thank you so much. By the way, we are 81 subscribers. I'll get into that in a second. That's awesome. Thank you so much for 81 subscribers. I remember just yesterday we were on episode 1 of Umineko celebrating getting 60 subscribers, and now we're on 80 already. It's only been a couple months. That is crazy. Thank you. But yeah, that is basically it. This is why I'm conflicted. during the break, I'll try to make it work. And let's pray for the best. You know, the fact that I even got this to work to begin with, I'm kind of happy about that. So yeah, if I can get 7th mod to work, we shall see. We shall see. So I'll meet you guys in a week's time. Well, I don't know how. It won't be a week's time neither for me nor for you. Because for you guys will keep getting videos after I record this one. And for me, I'll be recording videos again in about a week and a half once I'm done with my holidays. So, yeah. But we shall see by then. Actually, 2 weeks from now. Yeah, almost 2 weeks from now, I'll start recording again, actually. So, yeah. We shall see. So I hope you guys understand my conflictedness. When I say I can get 7th mod to work, by the way, I'm assuming I can set it up the same way I managed to set up Umineko project. Because because as much as I want to support 7th mod as well as Umineko project, right? I mean, they're both putting out this visual novel for the people, for us to read, so I would absolutely love to support or donate and stuff like that. As of right now, I cannot afford it. In the future, I'm sure I will. Alright, I think around summertime I should be able to get back on the support if 7th mod does work. Even if it doesn't work, I'll be down to donate at some point. But as of right now, since I already got this, I don't know if I can afford that. If I have to actually, unless I can, I don't know. We shall see about that. But yeah. And if I can manage to get it up and it actually works, I'll use the 7th mod version. And yeah, basically, we'll continue with that. Unless the frame issues are the same, then I'll have you guys decide which one y'all prefer. Yeah. So as you can see, I'm thinking about it as I'm talking. I'm telling you guys about this. I'm thinking about it because I'm conflicted, right? I'm 50-50 here, right? I don't really know what I should be doing. So I think the best I can do is try to satisfy all ends as much as possible. Okay, that's my mindset right now. But even as I'm saying this, I don't know fully. Yeah, I don't really fully know what to make of it. But okay, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep reading here. Enough of that for now. Enough of that talk for now. I won't be mentioning that in the future parts that I'm gonna record from here on out, so don't worry. But yeah, now that talk's over, let's start up again. Ishirobia Rudolph. So let's recap last part actually. Last part, it's been a while since I last recorded a part of Umineko actually. But last part we had the whole Aokijima, Aokijima, I think it was Aokijima. I could be saying that wrong. I'm sorry if I am. It was evil spirits surrounded the island and bad stuff happened, right? You know, people who were on in Rokkenjima were getting, I don't know, killed, or I don't know, something happened to them, and basically their souls were resting, and some magician, Eastern magician, according to Beatrice, but according to Kumasawa, it was some guy, I don't know, who built the shrine in the Torige and then just put the souls to rest. And since now the shrine is broken, the evil spirits are summoning Beatrice now. Something along those lines. And that apparently Rokkenjima was originally called Aokijima, something along those lines, and it's an island of evil spirits, something like that. She spooked Jessica. Jessica's not spooked. And yeah, other than that, we got to hang out with Battler, Maria, and the rest. Always great. And of course, we got to hang out with Rosa. Now that we're here with Rudolph, whew, glad to see Rudolph again. But more than anything, man, not just Rudolph, Rosa again, of course. Of course, I want to see Rosa again. always good to see Rosa again. She's back. She is back. So glad to see Rosa back. Man. Okay, so yeah, anything else I need to recap? I think that's basically it. Let's keep going. You should be rid of talking to someone on phone here, and he's going, wow, that sounds wonderful. So let's keep on reading and see what the heck he's on about.
でしょたまには優雅な時間を得てあなたの心を豊かにするのもあなたの仕事に役に立つんじゃないかしら
Okay, so he's talking to Kiria. Isn't it useful for your work to enrich your heart and have an elegant time every once in a while? Well, are they going on a trip or something? Elegant time?
だな。
I think so.
心と財布は豊かじゃなきゃいけねえ。わかったよ。その日は開けておくことにする。
Ooh, Rudolph and Kirie maybe going on a trip or something? Ooh. Oh yeah, also, I got comments regarding the ages that were apparently confirmed in episode 1, but I kind of forgot actually. Well, I vaguely remember them saying that Jessica and Battler were 18 years old. And now, after this comment mentioned it, I actually do vaguely remember them saying that Conan and Shannon were the same age and that they were younger than Jessica and Battler. But I forgot that they were apparently 16 years old. So they're apparently 16 years old, both of them. And then I asked for George's age. And apparently this was confirmed in episode 1, but this is one I totally don't remember. I don't remember them at any point confirming George's age. Because I remember them confirming that Battler and Jessica were 18. I vaguely remember that, but I do remember them saying that. And that Shannon and Conan were 16. I do remember something along those lines that they were 2 years younger. But, according to this to a commenter, George is 23 years old. I don't remember them either saying that George was 5 years older than Jessica and Battler, and I don't remember them saying that George was 23 years old. All I remember them saying was that George was an adult and that the other lot are younger and clearly more kids. Right, kids compared to George. So, I mean, I think you guys are probably already thinking, you know, what we're all thinking. But before we get into that stuff, George being 23 years old, I don't remember that. I genuinely don't remember them mentioning him being 23 years old. But it's whatever. We'll go with that. He's 23 years old. Cool. Alright. Sure. So, that gets into the yikesy stuff. So George is 23. Shannon is 16. Now listen, y'all. Listen. Differences in culture, alright? Different cultures. I just want to start with saying that. I'm not defending it. But it's not that it's just a 7-year difference. A 7-year difference is fine if the people we're talking about are like, I don't know, 24 years old and 31 years old respectively. Like if George was 31 and Shannon was 24, sure, acceptable. The fact that Shannon's 16 is where the yikes happens, because she's 16 and George is 23. Now listen. There's two solutions to this. One thing, we can do a headcanon and go, you know what? They're actually just both 20. Let's just go somewhere else. Let's just meet in the middle. That kind of mindset is kind of messed up, though. Let's be honest here. The fact that I even proposed that is kind of messed up. So, yeah, I mean, best thing we can do is act like it's okay, and act like the relationship is okay. And we'll put the rest as cultural differences. Okay, I won't mention this any further. Okay, it's a bit of a yikes, but you know, I've read Goodnight Pun Pun, right? I've mentioned this before in my Umineko videos before. I've read Goodnight Pun Pun, and in Goodnight Pun Pun, some similar shady stuff happens. Okay, arguably even worse. Okay, there's 16-year-old girl there with a 28-year-old guy. Alright, That's even more shady. I think it was 28, unless it was something else. I was around that age, alright, 26 to 28. It was shady. And Pun Pun is one of the favorite things I've ever read. I love Pun Pun, alright? I love Goodnight Pun Pun. I highly recommend you guys to read it if you haven't. Great story. You know, the main character might look like some bird creature or something, but it's actually really good. It tells a very... I felt like it was a very deep story, and it just... In many ways, kinda... I felt myself with Pun Pun there. But anyway, yeah. So I still love Pun Pun. So I'm not gonna say anything. Okay, this is a fictional story at the end of the day. It's a fictional story, right? If they were real people, that would be a different thing. But let's just continue, and because before I was told this, I thought Shannon was actually 18. But now I vaguely remember them actually saying she was 16. Now I actually do vaguely remember that. But I thought she was 18 and George was about 20, 21, which I think is okay, right? That's okay. 3 years, 3 years age difference, that's fine. 16 and 23 is... Whew. But, you know, we'll move. We move. I'm not saying... I'm not gonna cancel the visual novel or anything. No. We're not gonna go that far. Here we go. We're just gonna keep reading. The story so far has been really good. Alright, let's just put it down to culture differences and we'll move. We move. Besides, it's you know, it's Japan and you know, from what I've seen, I haven't seen all of Japanese media, of course, but at least when it comes to anime aspects of Japan, alright, this is not the first time this has happened, right? I just mentioned Pun Pun, but there's other examples of this, right? I mean, first example that popped to mind is Kobayashi's Dragon Maid, alright? Those dragons that are, what, hundreds, thousands of years old, but look like they're children. Like, they look like they're 12. Listen, you know what? And they, you know, and they do fan service jokes on that. Oh yeah, and there's also a kid. There's literally a kid in the show who, you know, there's a woman dragon, right? Her name is Lukua. I'm pretty sure, right? Her name was Lukua, and she kind of does weird stuff with him. Okay, and he's what, 10, 8? He's like 10 years. It's weird. Okay, it's weird. And she's supposed to be a 1,000-year-old dragon. Right? Beatrice is 1,000 years old too. Listen. Alright? And I love Kobayashi. So this is the sort of thing where I don't, you know, if I was the one writing the story, good thing I'm not, by the way, I would write that. Umineko would be nowhere near as good if I was writing the story, thank goodness. But I'm just saying I would have changed, because you can keep the appearances. That's the thing. George and Shannon, you can say George is 21 and Shannon is 18. People wouldn't complain. You could say George is 20, Shannon's 18. Nobody would complain. Nobody like, oh, Shannon looks too old to be 18, or nobody would say, oh, George looks too young to be 20. Nobody would complain. The fact that, you know, they're 16 and 23, that's where the yikes comes in, right? So, here's the thing, right? We move, okay? We move. That's the last I'll mention that, actually. You know, that is the last I'll mention that. I will never mention this age difference again. We're gonna keep going like we've been going so far. It's a visual novel. Let's not take it too deep to the heart, okay? It's fine. It's not, I mean, depending on who you ask, it's not fine. But we shall go as if it's fine. Maybe. Alright. I'll keep that day open, Rudolph says.
予約を頼むぜ。
Please make the reservations. So Kitty and Rudolph are going on a trip or something. That's what I'm getting from this. To enrich the heart or something.
わかったわ。絶対よ。
No backing out. I really like Kitty's personality. I really do. I hope we get to see more from her too. Rudolph isn't bad either. I don't mind Rudolph. You know, he's better than Eva at least. So I'll give him that. Even though we've had a lot more screen time with Eva than Rudolph, but I don't mind Rudolph. Of course, Rosa's still the best. I mean, if we're talking family members, Eva's not Eva. No, not Eva. Sorry for saying that name when Rosa's right there. I'm sorry, Rosa. The fact that I even said Eva's name along with you, I'm so sorry. You do not deserve that, Rosa. Nah. I'm sorry. Other than you slapping Maria, but we'll forget that. We won't forget that. But you're still great.
ああ、よろしく頼む。
Let's make it happen.
愛してるぜ、キリエ。
You know what, Rudolph? I love her too. Not romantically like you do, but I love her as a person. She's wholesome. After kissing. After kissing the receiver, Rudolph hung up. Is that a thing? Or is that just a 1986 thing? Did people kiss the receiver after talking to their loved ones? I feel like I've seen that before. I feel like I've seen people in TV series and movies and stuff where they'll call each other on their smartphones, right? And after they're done with the call, they just kiss the phone. Oh, I could never kiss my own phone because imagine just the germs on nights, bruh. Listen. I clean my phone every so often, right? But even I know, dude. I when I'm out and about, right? And I'm touching my phone, right? And I'm sure when I'm out and about, germs, they'll get on the phone, right? Your phone, let's just say it's not the most clean thing ever. Even if you clean it every so often like I do, you know. I mean, I guess to be fair, this isn't a phone he cares about. It is like like an old-fashioned phone. You won't find one of these phones nowadays. This is 1986, but I don't really know what's, these phones, office phones. I mean, these stopped existing after the 2000s ish. Since the 2010s, I don't think I've ever properly seen this one in a modern actual place. Although maybe you guys still have one of these. I don't know, but I remember using one of these as a kid because actually we had one of these as a kid. It was like you had to spin it about, like it's like living in 1936 or something. You just you had to like spin something around to dial the number, and I never understood how it worked. I was just there like I don't know if it was my brother or my dad or something, but I was like, how do you dial the numbers? What are you doing? I was like 4 years old. Just what am I doing? But yeah, I guess these ones don't have that much that many germs actually, but still, forget the germs. Kiss the receiver. All right, mate. You could just kiss her mentally, if you care about her that much. Just have a mental kiss, just like. There we go. We're done. Whatever. In front of his seat, there were many executives with their sleeves rolled up, eagerly awaiting the end of that phone call. Wait a minute. But isn't he at the airport right now? Right? Didn't he just meet George in the bathroom of the airport or something? Aren't they gonna take the plane to Nijima and then take the boat? I'm confused. Why are people lining up or all these people in the airport, but also all of them want to take this phone call? I love how all their sleeves are rolled up, eagerly awaiting the end of that phone call. Alright, many executives. Alright, okay. The fact that it says executives too, I'm not really sure what context this is. This doesn't really look like an airport to me, but it looks more like a small office thing, but I don't know.
すまん、待たせたぜ。アメリカから連絡は来たか。
So, but have you had contact from America? What? America? Is this some Rudolph business stuff? Who's he even talking to right now?
はい。
Yes.
外線にデイル渡辺弁護士からです。
Man's name is Dale Watanabe. Okay. On the external line?
おつなぎします。
Or lawyer? I'll transfer it. You'll transfer the external line? Right. What? This is a contact from America.
結局のところ、感触はどうなんだ？
I don't know what you're on about, Rudolph.
それが一つ芳しくないようでして。
Oof, business is not going well, I guess. That's what I interpret from this.
先方は裁判をも辞さないつもりのようです。
They have no plans of withdrawing it from the trial. What trial? Has Rudolph gone to some shady business? Is he getting sued or something? What was Rudolph's business? I know he had some business issues in part 1 when they were. This happened 50 or 60 hours ago though in my playthrough, when they had the whole business argument at the start of episode 1. What was Rudolph's issues? I know with Hideyoshi it was what? It was the I remember with Hideyoshi it was the shareholders, right? Right, that was his issues. And then with with Rosa it was the clothes company, the dressing clothes company that she was doing. That wasn't going well for her. And yeah, Hideyoshi needed money to pay back the shareholders. What was going on with Rudolph? What was his issue? Is this something along those lines about Rudolph's economical issues from episode 1? Is this what they mean by trial? Some issue he has? I kind of forgot about it though. It's been a while since the start of episode 1. Okay, give me a refresher, visual novel. Give me a refresher. I would like it. If not, I'll actually have to go back to watch my own video from that. Funnily enough. All right.
やっぱりごまかしきれねえかな。
You can't fool him.
繋いでくれ。
Transfer it here. Still don't know what's going on, but okay. Transfer the call. You can't fool them.
わかりました。
Very well.
すぐに。
Right away. The executive ordered the secretarial office to connect him to the external line. Immediately, the telephone in front of Rudolph started ringing. But wait, I thought there were people waiting for Rudolph's phone call to end. Now he's gonna go into another phone call? That's just rude. What the hell is going on? Are we still at the airport? What's going on? Where's Battler and the rest? Wait, no, wait, yeah, wait, why is he even calling Kirie? Yeah, they're supposed to be at the airport together. Is this another flashback? Is this going on before the events of the airport? I don't know. I genuinely don't know what's going on here. Time is completely lost on me right now. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. This doesn't look like an airport, and Kitty is not here. He had to call her for some reason. All right. Or the secretarial officer is going to the external. Okay. I don't really know what's going on.
Hello, hello.
America.
お待たせしました。後ろ宮です。
Shiromi speaking.
どうもどうも。いかがですかそちらは。
How is it going over there? Hello, hello.
Hello, President 後ろ宮。
Hello, President. He's the president.
挨拶は抜きで本題に入りましょう。
Let's get right down to business. Business. And I should get down and shit down.
いいニュースと悪いニュースがありますが、どちらを先にしますか？
You always start with the, I don't know, bad news? I don't know, whatever.
悪いニュースが先がいいな。
Yeah, I agree. Okay, that's what I said too. I don't know, whatever. Bad news.
デザートがないと頑張れないたちなんだ。
I can't find if there's no dessert. Alright.
わかりました。悪いニュースは先方が当方を告発する準備に入ったということです。
Right, there's something about trial. They're gonna prosecute Rudolph's company, I guess, that he's the president of. Something along those lines.
つい先日、類似した裁判で原告が圧勝する判決が出されました。
Of the plaintiff.
被告側も当方が主張するのとほぼ同じ内容で論戦していたのですが、すべてにおいて却下されました。
Damn, so you're also going to be rejected. 1 second. 1 second, guys. I'll be back. I'm right here. Alright. Here we go. Here we are. Let's see. Okay. Defense were also making this, okay? But they were rejecting everything. Got it.
残念ながらこのまま法廷に臨めば当方の主張はことごとく却下される可能性が極めて高いでしょう。
The probability that argument will be rejected is extremely high.
例の裁判全滅だったか。うちより有利な条件だったと思ってたんだが、そりゃ辛いな。
That's tough. That's tough. That's tough, mate. Just what's the good news though? He said there was good news too.
で、いいニュースは？
先方の幹部と接触できました。
I managed to get in contact with your executives.
先方に当方の立ち位置を説明し、先方のブランドイメージを侵害する意図がないことを説明し、理解を得ることができました。
You managed to get their understanding. That's good.
先方は近日中に条件提示を行い、それらの履行が行われるなら告発を見送ると約束しました。
They will offer us conditions in a few days.
取締役会のナンバー2による発言です。
Number 2 man. Okay.
感触は？
Your impression?
正直、非常に厳しいものになると予想されます。当方の想定では避けられないものとして、社名変更、ブランド名変更、
Inevitable.
交渉の余地のあるものとして和解金額、大手新聞への謝罪広告掲載、それらの履行期間と見ています。
Where we do have margin in the negotiations is the amount of settlement money, the appearance of a public apology in a major newspaper, and the amount of time needed to carry out those things. I want to check something now. I'm actually going to go back to my own videos here. I'm going to check out. I'm going to check out Rudolph's issue was. Right, I think that makes sense. I think that might help me understand what's going on better. Let's see. I don't really know when they started arguing. Holy crap! There's a 2 hour long part called Family Beef. Let's see. Okay, the family's arguing here. Here we go. They're still arguing. Okay. Alright, okay. Right, they're still arguing, okay. Oh yeah, I'm at the Disney part, the Disneyland part that just opened in Japan. Okay. Blah blah blah. Okay, it's not this part. Although they do argue for 2 hours. That is incredible. Alright, let's go to the next one. Let's see if they Right, this is Nazi and Eva arguing. Ah! Blah blah blah. What the hell? Now we're spending time with the cousins? Start the argument up again. Oh my god! Yeah, great. Yeah, great. Nazi has a freaking headache. That's great. Oh, here we go. This is also an almost 2 hour long video. Guys, we're gonna figure this out really, really quickly. Wow. Wow, these videos are long. I make long Umineko videos. Here we go. Let's see if we can. Okay, here we go. We're back in the argument. Back in the argument. Issue a legend of golds, whatever. Here we go. Is this to talk about the shareholders? Cross is talking. Holy crap! How could I stand with them arguing for so long? They were arguing for so long. Right, right. They wanted a couple billion of the whatever percentage of it. I just want to know why Rudolph had freaking business issues. Blah blah blah. Holy crap, we're almost done with this 2 hour long video as well, and we still haven't found it. My husband see. Okay, here we go. We're getting to the good part. Now we just need to find out. Right, here we go. Here we go. I think we're on the part here. We might be on the part where. Right, we're on the stockholder part. Here we go. We're close. Guys, this video is probably been so boring for y'all, because I'm just trying to find out. Oh, we're still on the stockholder part. Oh, here we go. We might be onto something here. Therefore, more than anything else, he wanted a lot of money right now. Who wanted a lot of money right now? Hideyoshi, right? More than anything else, Hideyoshi wanted money right now. Yeah, but we don't care about Hideyoshi. Get to Rudolph. Oh, here we go! Okay, Gross is saying, and you, Rudolph, you've been in a lot of trip, okay? They say it's carried overseas. Right, overseas. Okay, that's what's going on right now. But it seems that's really true. American trials are settled quite emotionally. Correct! That is a fact about American trials. They are settled very emotionally. They're not very... okay. They won't give a generous judgment to a foreigner. Weren't you advised by your lawyer that making a settlement with the other party would be more economical in the end? Honestly, okay, I'm reading this now. Honestly, I expect the conditions will be extremely severe. I would assume that changing the company name, okay, but will inevitable blah. Where we do have margin in the negotiations is the amount of settlement money, the appearance of a public apology in a major newspaper, and the amount of time needed to carry out those things. Weren't you advised by your lawyer that making a settlement with the other party would be more economical in the end? Right? Right, okay. And Kiria doesn't know about this, of course. That makes sense. It's just troubles at work. It'll be settled with money. Her husband had been going up to trouble with her knowledge and had suffered alone. Listen, that business talk went on for so long. I'm sorry for forgetting some details. Alright? Come on now. Anything can be settled with money. Even the broken bonds between siblings. Oh my god. I forgot how good Cross got them. Cross got them so good back then, dude. Alright, just for context, you guys might be like, oh my god, Amin, it happened episode 1. How did you forget this? This is I'm watching part number 11 of my own series, okay? Episode 1 was what? 40 something parts? 40 something parts. There's so much information in these 40 parts. I'm sorry I forgot a little business issue Rudolph had in part 11. Damn! Please don't get on me for this. America is very fussy about the violation of rights, but with money anything can be settled. Long live capitalism. Although rumors around that the settlement money may reach several $1 million. Oh. A niche is a niche. For various reasons, it was thought that winning the trial was extremely unlikely, and Rudolph was being pressed to surrender outright. Okay. But even so, there was a way to resolve it with money. If he could only pay that money, though it might be painful, he could still pick himself back up. But if he didn't pay, he'd lose everything. Aha. Therefore, more than anything else, he wanted a lot of money right now. That's Rudolph's story. And then he goes on to roast Rosa. Frick you for that. Alright? You got them good, but frick you for getting at Rosa. And yeah, she had troubles with what? Her design company, right? She designs clothes or whatever. Alright, okay. We're done. We're done checking out my old videos. Whatever. I think we're back on the swing of things. We have more context of what's going on right now, at least. That's good. So, where we do have margin in the negotiations is the amount of settlement money, the appearance of a public apology in a major newspaper, and the amount of time you need to carry out those things. Got it.
うちに潰れろと一言言やいいのに周りくどい奴らだぜ。
And tell us to go bankrupt.
先方は近年2代目社長に交代したばかりでまだ足固めが終わっていません。当方が徹底抗戦した場合、現社長に失点を与えたい勢力が何らかの利的工作をしかねないと懸念しています。
I don't have proof. Okay. If we resist until the bitter end, they fear that the forces who want to go against the current president wouldn't hesitate to do some work in favor of the enemy. So that's why they haven't told you to go bankrupt outright. Right. Right.
そのため、先方トップも本件を速やかに解決したいという思惑があるようです。
Want to settle this matter as fast as possible too.
そのため、迅速な和解のために多少の条件緩和を引き出せる余地も残っているかもしれません。
For the sake of a quick settlement, we may still have enough leeway to pull off for some mitigation of the conditions. Let's see. Okay.
いずれにせよとんでもねえ金が必要になるか。
An absurd amount of money will be necessary, I guess. That's okay. So we're seeing Rudolph's side of why he wants the money from Cross. I see, or the gold or whatever.
その覚悟は必要です。そして、それでも懲罰的賠償金よりははるかに安いかと。
Disciplinary compensation.
ありがとう先生。また進展があったら連絡してください。
Man, this is a big yikes considering Rudolph ends up dying anyway, and he knows it. How did he know it? How did he know he's gonna die that night? Did one of the opposing forces of this business rivalry thing, did one of them assassinate Rudolph, and was Rudolph expecting to be assassinated? But how did they get on the island though? Did they know Rudolph was going to an island, or did they contact a family member related to us? Hey, help Beatrice kill Rudolph or something along those lines. Like what? Did they contact the servant somehow to help kill Rudolph? That doesn't add up, does it?
先生は高級鳥だからヨタ話もできねえ。
I can't even chat around island with you.
Thank you, thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you, goodbye. Alright. Rudolph hung up the phone, and there's a long line of people that want the phone, not right? It seemed that the executives sitting in the reception seats could guess what had been said. Ooh.
聞こえたか野郎ども。
You reprobates?
まあそうじるとだ。
Okay. What does that mean? Reprobate. An unprincipled person. He's calling them unprincipled? Okay.
金さえ積みや堪忍してやるぜってわけだ。
They're gonna let it slide. How are you gonna get that money?
あとは金の高だけを争点にすりゃいい。
しかし社長、渡辺氏の示した和解金の想定額はあまりにも膨大です。
Right. So they're not waiting for the phone call. They were earlier. I get it. So they weren't earlier on. They weren't waiting for the phone call to end as quickly as possible because they wanted to use the phone. They're waiting for it to end as quickly as possible so that Rudolph can get down to business. Is that it? Alright. Is too much?
それだけの余裕はありません。
You don't have that much of a margin?
こんなことになるって分かってたら多角化なんて始めんじゃなかったぜ。
3年しのげれば資金的危機は脱出できる計算でした。まさかここで刺されるなんて本当についてない。
The capital crisis.
ホップステップジャンプのステップでこけちまったんだもんな。
We tripped and fell the step of the hop step jump.
泣けるぜ。
Too bad.
メインバンクから金を引っ張るしかありません。
You don't just withdraw the money from the main bank.
銀行はまずいな。連中は勝ち馬にしか金を出さん。景気は上向いてるが、銀行に弱みは見せられねえ。
社長、母外に資金はありますか？我々の把握していない資金です。
The gold. I see.
よせやい。俺がそういう男に見えるかよ。俺の財布の中身は全てお前らにさらしてるぜ。そこにある帳簿が我が社の全てだ。
なら金策が必要です。数百万ドル単位を引っ張れるスポンサーが大至急必要です。
A sponsor.
社長、
Several million dollars. They're that bad off. Yikes.
社長の交友関係でなんとかなりませんでしょうか。
With one of your associates? Associates.
社長、社長。
Everyone's just going present. Chateau.
ああ、落ち着けてめえら。金策は俺が何とかする。お前らはガタガタせずに業務を維持しろ。
I'll find a way to raise the money.
金さえ積めば向こうは許すと言ってるんだ。
So long as we hand over the money.
すでに俺たちはアジアに太いパイプを持ってる。いろいろ響くだろうが取引は維持できる。要は金さえ積めりゃ全て解決できる問題なんだ。
Just by handing over money.
見てろ。俺が全て解決する。
Just watch, I'll settle everything. You won't settle much if you're dead, mate.
お前らを路頭に迷わせなんかしねえぞ。大船に乗った気でいろい。
Damn, you know what? That's good presidenting from Rudolph. I mean, they're in a bad situation and he's confident and he's telling them to trust in him and that they're in good hands and stuff. That's a good leader, to be fair. Good one, Rudolph. I can respect that. Whatever you think of Rudolph and what he did to Battler and all that, I can respect that.
無事に解決したらお前ら全員をシャンパンタワーでねぎらってやるぜ。
Okay, okay.
約束する。
I promise.
だから黙って俺についてこい。
Alright, this is a leader.
いいな。
Yeah. Okay. Okay, back to the plane. Okay, so that was just a little background information for Rudolph. Got it. Back to the plane now, to Nijima. The airplane suddenly shook, probably because of turbulence. And wait, no, Bat was afraid of boats, right? I guess planes too, right? But wasn't it mostly boats that he hated? That shaking roused Rudolph from his sleep. Oh, was he dreaming about that? What? He had woken up early that morning and had ended up drifting off to sleep while resting in his seat. Right.
大丈夫？まだだいぶ眠いんじゃないの？
Still very drowsy, aren't you?
このところだいぶ仕事が忙しかったようだし。
仕事が忙しいなんて大いに結構じゃねえか。俺が暇になっちまったら俺たち明日から路頭に迷うぜ。
Actually, yeah, that is a good thing. I could never live just doing nothing. I gotta do some work. You know, I appreciate university for at least giving me work to do. As weird as that might sound, like yeah, I have a holiday for a week, but I could never have a holiday for the rest of my life. I need something to work on consistently. It's weird. It's weird. It's like, yeah, we love holidays, but at the same time, there's, at least for me, there's a feeling of, but there's also, these work days. They have their own weird sort of place. It's weird. I don't know.
そうね。バトラ君も帰ってきたんだから、二人で物乞いすればいいって問題じゃないわよ。
そうだな。6年ぶりに家族が揃ったんだからな。家族水入らずで過ごせるよう課長が頑張らねえとな。
Yeah, he's best, yeah. Yeah, we can all spend some family time together. The main man, he's gonna give his best. It's gonna be great. This is gonna be a fantastic trip to a beautiful island, and we're all gonna hang out, and nothing wrong is gonna happen. We're all gonna be chilling. Everything's good. Alright, we're in good hands. When he looked outside the window, he saw that the airplane was already starting to drop in altitude considerably. The fishing boats, which had only looked like black grains until a short while ago, had become clearly visible.
親父に土下座して原骨一発で1000万借りられるなら1ダースくらいもらっときてえところなんだからさもなきゃとっととお隠れになってくれりゃいいんだが
And give up the ghost. You better hurry and give up the ghost. What does that mean? Is that an expression I don't understand? I don't get. 10 million in exchange for a punch to the head. Sure.
散々すねをかじって今度は遺産目当てか俺は地獄行きだな
I'm going to hell.
そりゃこんな俺に親父も会いたくはないだろうよ
I see. So Rudolph thinks he deserves to go to hell. I see. Well, not literally, but you know what I'm saying.
まさか今年も親族会議にお出にならないつもりですかな。
Now it's Danjo talking to Kinzo. Interesting developments here, guys. Very interesting developments. Nanjo looked at Kinzo's face, sighing. Kinzo's eyes remained rooted to those strange magic books. Rudolph is a very interesting character, you know. Very interesting person. I don't really know what to make of him just yet. I don't know. There's so much... he's one of those characters that I really feel like can be a wild card. He can appear and do something out of nowhere, I feel like. Right? Especially with the whole predicting his own death crap. The only person to predict his own death before it happened, you know? I don't know what to think of Rudolph. I don't know. Did he meet up with Beatrice? Does he have a better wavelength than Battler? So he talked to Beatrice at some point? I don't know what to make of this man. Very mysterious. Him and Kiria too. Battler's parents, you know, they're just... Now, Kiria's not mysterious. Now she's mysterious, but it's more... She's not as... I don't know. There's something with Rudolph that is just very ominous that I can't explain with words properly. I don't... He's more of a... He's a weird wild card to me right now. I don't really know what to expect from him. I know he's gonna die, probably. I mean, I don't know, but there's a fake body theory going on, but... Strange magic books, okay.
ハゲタカどもの議論に加わるつもりはない。好きに我が骨のしゃぶり方でも議論するがよかろう。実にくだらぬ。
やれやれ、困ったものですな。
Nanjo shook his head slightly. To him, children and grandchildren were to be adored. And he believed that their growth was the only enjoyment for old men. He found Kinzo's words to be a very sad thing.
この部屋を出るべき時が来れば私は姿を現す。
I will show myself then.
あれが姿を未だ現さぬようにな。
Beatrice, I guess. That one is what he means. You do leave this room at some point. We know you do, suspiciously enough. Tomorrow, during the morning, after you talk with Nazi, you leave the room. The problem is the receipt. So unless Eva was lying or something, there's a locked room situation here, and you somehow managed to leave the room, Kinzo. If the time comes when I must leave this room, I'll show myself then. Except you never show yourself. You leave the room and you don't show yourself, and then we end up finding you dead in the boiler room. What happened there? Kinzo raised his face, and in the direction of his gaze was the portrait of the witch respectfully displayed on the wall. I'm looking at her too. There's the witch, Beatrice. Alright. Inside Kinzo's head, there was no conception of today being the day of the family conference, the day when all his dear family would gather together. But inside Kinzo's head, there was conception of today being the day of the witch murders, right? Because he threw the ring out and everything. So he must be prepared for them all to die. There was only the face of the witch in the old oil painting, who never smiled outside her portrait. But she did smile outside her portrait. We've seen plenty of Beatrice smiling. Maybe not to you, Kinzo, because your wavelength sucks. It's pitiful. But she does. I've seen her smile a lot, unless it was all fake. I mean, this painting is technically fake because it's just you imagining how she looks like, right? Speaking of oil painting, did Bob Ross, paint this? Alright. Everybody knew that when Kinzo talked about Beatrice, unnecessarily cutting in would instigate his wrath.
私は今日ある儀式を執り行う。
Okay, so he's already planning for this ritual, I see. But how long has he known about this ritual? So Nanjo knew already this early that Kinzo's gonna perform some sort of thing, but he obviously didn't know that this ritual would mean everyone in the island was gonna die.
何ですかな?
And what would that be?
儀式というよりは博打に近い。
A gamble.
なぜならリスクを負わぬ魔法に奇跡は宿らぬからだ。
No miracles dwell in magic without risk. Nanjo had already heard this countless times. You could call it Kinzo's favorite phrase. Yeah, about how you have to risk. The more you risk, the bigger gain you get from magic, right? It seemed that Kinzo believed in magic and miracles arising through betting his own fate with a certain kind of risky probability and beating the odds.
かつて黄金のギャンブラーと言われた金蔵さんがいつお迎えが来てもおかしくないそのご老体で一体どんな博打に挑みますやら。
At any time. He does go today. Tomorrow. Tomorrow gets burned in the boiler room.
これは見物ですな。
Guess this would be worth seeing. Polydactyli is what he has, right? His feet. He has six toes. You're gonna die too, Nanjo.
なるほど。研究を尽くした秘術の儀式も魔法に長けぬお前にかかれば博打呼ばわりか。
I'm versed in magic. Even the secret ritual I have thoroughly researched will be branded as a gamble. He has thoroughly researched this ritual. I see. So he has thoroughly researched this specifically. And he must have known about it for a while because it was in the epitaph, and this epitaph has existed for years, right? This ritual.
まあいい。
So be it. I see.
奇跡を信じる私が勝てば、お前の目には水郷にしか見えなかったであろう我が研究のすべてがこの日に結実したことをはっきりと理解できるだろう。お前が勝てば、見たままの通り、いつ迎えが来てもおかしくない年寄りの水郷に終わるだけだ。
Okay. Still very impressed by Kinzo's voice actor. It only pierces vagary in your eyes. Did bear fruit on this day. If you win, it will all end as just as you observe nothing more than the vagary of an old man who could go to the other world at any time. You'll be able to understand clearly that all my research which probably only appears as vagary. Okay. Okay. It says ho, but he's not doing the noise. He's not doing the cross ho noise.
一体どんなギャンブルを始めるやら。
I wonder too, Nanjo.
あなたの友人としてその賭けに、いや儀式でしたか。その儀式にあなたが勝てるよう心からお祈りするだけです。
You want Kinzo's victory? But what is Kinzo truly betting? His entire family to be able to see Beatrice smile one more time? Is that what he's betting on? What about Battler then? What about Battler at the end? Battler saying that the witch doesn't exist, Beatrice doesn't exist. Right? They both have terrible wavelengths, so they both can't see her. But one of them simps for her, and the other goes like, nah, she doesn't exist. Beatrice does not exist. I wonder. Is there some form of connection between our main character Battler and Kinzo? I wonder. That he can come out the ritual victorious? And how will he come out victorious? By seeing her smile one more time? How does Battler win if he continues to just not believe in her? But Battler isn't betting on anything though. At the end he just said, nah, I won't believe in you. In the tea party. What are the conditions? What does it mean to win? A battle of wits, Beatrice said. I will enjoy this battle of wits. This visual novel still has me very confused to this day. to this day. Okay. I'm grateful that you come up from that ritual victorious.
感謝する。
そういえば金蔵さん、今年の親族会議には懐かしい客がおられるそうですな。
I was literally just talking about Battler. Nice. A long-awaited guest.
何？
What? Kinzo reacted in an unusual way to Nandra's words and turned around. Yeah. Why is Kinzo reacting like this, actually? Maybe he's excited for Battler to come?
ほら、ルドルフさんのところのバトラ君です。6年ぶりにおいでになるそうじゃありませんか。
Is this part of the ritual, Kinzo?
きっと立派になっていますよ。
なんだ、バトラか。
Okay.
6年ぶり程度の客人など懐かしいなどと呼びはせぬ。
Okay. Upon hearing Battler's name, he showed an ill-humored expression as though he had been let down and turned his back to Nandra again. I see. Not a fan of Battler. Okay. Alright.
金蔵さんにとっての6年などこの部屋で研究に没頭すればあっという間のことでしょうからな。
本当に懐かしい客はあるいは訪れるかもしれん。
Wow, you care more for Beatrice's visit than Battler's visit? Wow.
全てはルーレットの出目次第だ。
Right, I believe Shannon was the one that was actually gotten by the Demon's Roulette, funnily enough.
すでにルーレットは回り始めている。
To revolve.
ルージュかノワールか。
I don't know what rouge means, but doesn't noir mean black in, what was it, French? Only reason I know this is because of Persona 5. So let's see, rouge, French. Isn't rouge a French, is French word too? French to English, go ahead. Red, oh! Really? Red or black? I never knew that! Am I dumb for not knowing that rouge was red in French? I've heard the word rouge used so many times, I never knew it was red. I just meant, oh, okay, rouge, cool, rouge, 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 rouge. And then I learned about noir. I mean, I've heard the word noir before too, but then I played Persona 5 Royal and learned noir meant black because there's a character called Noir there in the metaverse, and then so yeah, black. But rouge, that means red or black. Okay, you know what? That's good to know. That's good to know. Rouge is red. That's probably common knowledge, and I'm just dumb with languages. So I'm sorry about that.
今宵ルーレットがどんな奇跡を見せてくれるのか楽しませてもらおうではないか。
I guess I can thank Umineko and Persona 5 Royal for teaching me two new French words. As you can kind of miracle that really shows.
配当は大きいぞ。そして負ける気はせぬ。ベアトリーチェよ、我が賭けを受けるがいい。
What kind of miracle did that shows? Just then, the telephone on the table rang. The piercing noise seemed to displease Kinzo, and he picked up the receiver in order to preserve the silence as much as he could. That's probably Beatrice calling again. The same way she called when Battler and the others were here in the study, right? And they heard Maria singing, right? It's probably the same thing, right? And it's just her way of responding. Alright, bet, I will do this. I'll accept your bet. I accept your roulette thing. Your gamble, whatever it is.
何事か。私は忙しい。
Busy.
源氏でございます。
Genji.
親族の皆様方が到着なされました。
He doesn't care.
だからどうしたというのだ。適当に茶でも出せばよい。
Okay.
かしこまりました。
Alright, dude.
そのようにいたします。
Kinzo hung up the phone rudely. Watching him, Nanjo sighed yet again and shifted his attention outside the window. As he was now, Kinzo would probably show no interest in any kind of guest. Was there any guest who could make Kinzo agree to come out when he should? Well, if Battler is not possible, then no. If it was me though, Rosa could. Rosa could make me agree if I was Kinzo. He had one person in mind, but that guest was one who could not possibly appear. Well, she could appear technically. Just not for everyone. After a glance at the witch of the portrait and her candid expression in which he could not place as happy or sad, Nanjo gazed up at the leaden sky. No, I think she looks happy. I don't think she looks sad, but you say she doesn't look happy or sad. I think she mostly looks happy. I mean, I don't know. There's a bit of a little, like a little enough to make me think she's in an okay mood, right? She's in a decent mood. She doesn't hate life right in this portrait, at least. I wonder who drew the portrait, who painted the portrait, and how Kinzo got to see her face, right? Because he must have described to them how. What is going on? What are these butterflies, by the way? What? Wait, what's happened? Now then, are the pieces all lined up? New soundtrack, answer. What's going on here? Let us start a new game with the pieces all lined up once more. Alright. You know, that's a good place to end it, actually. As much as I want to continue, that's actually a good place to end it. Back out of nowhere, we're back in the tea party. We're back at the tea party room. That is the only time we were here was in the tea party. Alright. Are the pieces all lined up? Let us start a new game with the pieces all lined up once more. Okay, so there's a new game about to start. Sure. I hope you guys have enjoyed this part of Umineko when they cry. We shall see what's what the conclusion of this will be next time. Let's try to end this chapter off next time too. Hopefully we can do that. And yeah, that's basically it. Oh yeah, regarding what I was talking about at the start of this this part, one other thing I could do is that I could, after eventually, whenever I do, this could take years by the way, once I'm done reading this visual novel, whether I do continue on with 7th mod or Umineko project, what I could do is, after years, after I'm done playing through all the episodes, however long that takes me, after years, I could come back with a much better setup, and let's say I switch here and play through with using, let's say, for example, okay, let's say I don't manage to switch. Because if I don't manage to switch, that means I'll play through all the 8 episodes using this Umineko project, okay? Then I could come up with the future with a better setup, okay? And you know, maybe a solid PC, and I can reread Umineko. Only problem is it won't be a blind reaction anymore. But I'm hoping in enough years' time, I'll have forgotten enough of the story, even though I won't have forgotten the major plot points. I'm sure I wouldn't have, which sucks. So like I said, it won't be a blind read-through anymore in the future, because right now it is. This is completely blind. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, I could come back with a PC and I could play through 7th mod. You know, this is in years time, you know, just a random suggestion. But again, we're gonna have to be patient for that option. Let's just do what we can for now, because you know, I can't afford a new PC for now. I mean, heck, I can't even afford if I have to get 7th mod, I won't be able to afford that either. So hopefully I'm able to get it now, since I already have a Umineko project. Okay, but okay. So yeah, I'm gonna end this here, and yeah, that's just a random suggestion. Hope best case scenario, 7th mod works and we can keep going. But yeah, if you have any other feedback to put regarding all this 7th mod or Umineko project stuff, let me know in the comments. I read all the comments and mostly respond to all of them. If I don't respond, I do leave I think they're called super likes or whatever. So I do read the if I've left a super like, I've read the comment. If your comment hasn't, if I haven't left a super like or I replied to your comment, that means I haven't read it yet. Okay, so I do read all the comments. So if you have any opinions regarding this whole Umineko project stuff or 7th mod stuff, let me know. I'll keep reading using this for now, and make sure I can provide some content at least before I take this 1 week break of mine. And during the 1 week break, I'll try to figure it out. Alright, I'll try to figure out this whole 7th mod thing to work. But yeah, be prepared for it to not work, and for me to continue on like I have now. I'm prepared for that, personally. Even though I'm not pessimistic about it. I don't think that's likely to happen. I do actually hope for Meteor to set up 7-pot here. But okay, enough of that discussion. We've talked about it enough. I'll meet you guys next time. We shall see what Beatrice is on about here with pieces being lined up and a new game starting. So clearly a game is something is gonna happen. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time for some more Umineko When They Cry. Alright, y'all. This was a fun part. A bit slow paced, I'll be honest. I went pretty slow through it. But I hope it was enjoyable anyway for y'all. But okay, I'll see you guys next time. And yeah. Peace.